Minecraft movie fans when they're told not to trash the theater. Yeah, don't be a dick. That's disgusting. Have fun, but don't do that. Robbers broke into your house. You don't have anything valuable, so they'll probably just leave. You hear one say, "Let's eat his cheese." Mini M&M's tube. 4.5-inch cylinder? What? Oh, wait a minute. I'm a Bethesda fan. Oh yeah? Name all the Elder Scrolls games they've made in the last 10 years. Skyrim. That's on me. I set the bar too low. Me with diarrhea. Kid dressed up as Skibbity Toilet for Halloween. I don't know, dude. Me trying to read the bottom comment. Reddit. He gotta have to forgive me for this one for real. Come on, man. Come on, man. What kind of stupid shit? Are you joking? Also, why are you trying to read the bottom comment? What's interesting about the, like the most downvoted comment? Is that what you're looking for? Or like, literally I don't know how Reddit organizes comments anymore, man. I don't know. I just sit here at my desk. I watch movies and stare at the wall. I'll play Beat Saber on occasion and not do very well, but I don't know, man. My brain's elsewhere. Wikipedia editor waiting for 4chan to die so they can add "was" to the article. Is it still down? Hold on, I'm gonna do a quick check here. Let's see. Yep, it is still down. Service unavailable. That is actually kind of a surprise. I was expecting it to come back up pretty quick because there's no chance it's going to stay dead forever. We know that, right? We fully understand that while it might be dead for now, it's not dead forever, okay? And if it is, there's just another random dumbass image board that everyone's going to move to. I was seeing on Twitter a lot of people freak out because they assumed that when 4chan would disappear, all of those evil people would flock to this website and, oh no! Yeah, what makes you think that they weren't already here? They use the internet like any normal person. They've got Twitter accounts. They probably got multiple Twitter accounts. They're not gonna flock somewhere they've already been for the past, 17 years, guys. They've been among us. That's right. This entire time. It's nothing new. It's stupid, shitty business as usual when it comes to 4chan. Okay, maybe not yet, because again, the site is down for now. My honest reaction when a smoker tries to give me health or financial advice? Wow, so you're an arrogant bastard, aren't you? The financial advice makes less sense than the health. Okay, but I can guarantee if we want to play this little game, this little smug-ass game of yours, we could certainly find a few things that you do that maybe, while not as destructive as smoking for physical health, is almost as bad, all right? In today's day and age, breathing is almost as bad, okay? Not actually, that is a joke. That is a joke. For legal purposes, that was a bit of humor, in my opinion. But no, there's definitely something that you do that's also unhealthy. Again, not just as unhealthy, because again, yeah, smoking's really bad, okay? But you don't get to sit there and go, well, I am definitely better than you. Knock it the fuck off. Just knock it off. Look, these people aren't drooling, dribbling morons. They understand the health risks and have made the choice to continue doing it. That's it. You being a fucking bitch about it is not going to make them suddenly see the light. They've seen it, and they've made a decision. All right, just like people that continue to drink, just like people that continue to smoke weed, just like people that continue to do heroin. Yes, it is very addictive, but they tried it in the first place despite knowing what the risks are. We've been told, we understand, and we do it. The addiction keeps us there, but the curiosity and simple want to feel good is what gets us started. Man. Me, who was learning English, trying to figure out when I can use ain't. I feel like you can use it wherever you want, because who gives a shit? Who cares? Especially when it comes to American English. Who gives a rat's ass how you use it? There might be a grammar douche out there, sure. I mean, they're all over the internet, but in person, I've only ever been corrected in earnest a few times in my entire life in person. 90% of the time I'm corrected about something, it's online. And as we know, in person, in the real world, is not the same as the internet where people feel way stronger about things. All right, a guy that screams and yells at people about using the wrong word on Facebook probably doesn't have the balls to be as much of a jackass about it in person, especially if that person he's correcting is right there. Obviously not. So you know what? Use it however the hell you want. It doesn't matter. Just know that if someone does correct you on it, well, they could just go suck a coconut, I guess, man. I mean, what else are they gonna do? 2013, I like anime. 2023, I hate anime. No, I'm sorry. Look, no. In 2013, your ass was in high school just like mine was, and the reason you saw this is because we all had the weird anime kids that would act like anime characters in real life, even though your ass probably still liked it. That's not what was happening. That's not reality. And in 2023, no one really gives a shit if you don't like anime. I'm sure that if you said you hate it, some people would question you because, dude, why do you hate anime? It's just an animated show. It's just a fucking cartoon, dog. Why do you have to hate it? I'm confused. But no, it's not some sign of the times or whatever. It's just your point of view has changed since cringing at the anime kid in high school, and I know goddamn well that is exactly what you're talking about here, okay? I see you. I could see right through you, as a matter of fact, motherfucker. Never ask a woman her age. Sure, okay. A man his salary. All right, no, that one's stupid, okay? We should all be a little bit more forthcoming with this. Hold the higher-ups accountable. Apple, why they increased air shipments from India since March. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick Google of that. Apple increasing air shipments since March. I misspelled every single one of those words, by the way. Seriously, I misspelled every single word. I cannot type that fast. Okay, Apple airlifts 600 tons of iPhones from India to beat Trump tariffs, sources say. Why they, is that it? I'm confused. Here's a fun little factoid for you, though. I mean, I guess it's just because of tariffs. I'm not going to sit here and read a 2,000-word article about it, but here's a fun little nugget of information for you. At a 54% tariff rate, the most expensive iPhone on the market will be $1,600 today, but with the tariff, it'll surge to over $2,300. Okay, that's great, isn't it, folks? Isn't that just really cool, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, it's so fucking awesome, yeah. It's great that we get to pay for tantrums. Generate an image of Asmongold and Iron Mouse at TwitchCon. Okay, look, I don't like the guy either, all right? I don't like it either. But we can't sit here and be all self-righteous about generative AI garbage and then use it to dunk on people that we don't like. That is not how this fucking works, okay? I don't like the dude either, like I just said, but generating images of people is fucking stupid, and it makes you look really dumb, all right? You could dunk on him 1,000 ways from Sunday without a generated AI photograph. Or you could sit there and do a really bad sketch yourself, or a horrible Photoshop yourself. They'll be way funnier. He says the stupidest shit on a daily basis, and you choose to do this too. Oh, you really got him. Really? Come on, man. There's actual footage of him out there with a cockroach on him. Why do we need a fake one? What the fuck, guys? Think about it. This is so stupid. Those two astronauts who were stuck for 8 months watching Katy Perry kiss the ground after being to space for 10 minutes. I sure love that rich people take other rich people on free trips to space so they can preach and try to be all inspirational to us poor people that don't get to go to space or see what that's like. I think it's really, really cool. How does that help anybody, Katie? How does you go on a fucking space on Jeff Bezos' dime help anybody or inspire us? Woo! Good for you! It's just like when an incredibly rich YouTuber that didn't used to be rich, obviously, but is showing off the new crib or his new Lamborghini or something stupid like that. It's like, yeah, that's cool. It's a tax write-off, using it in a video. I totally get it. Maybe you should be more forthcoming about it, though, and not try to hide that fact. I don't know. It's just really annoying. It serviced nothing other than maybe ego and the look at me. Me got to go to space. Like, that's cool, man. That's cool for you. Just maybe it should be an experience for you, because I don't give a shit. US. Yeah, that'll be $3,000 for your 2-minute ambulance ride. Meanwhile, in Australia, yeah, nah, I could fly you 2,000 kilometers for some blood work. Oh, I love yeah, nah so much. We need to start adopting more Aussie lingo for sure. When I see a baby whose ears are pierced, yeah, that's weird. That's really, really strange to me. I mean, duh. I think that is the popular consensus, is when there is a baby with pierced ears. It does give tattoo vibes, all right? I'm a big proponent of, fun body modification like that. I got tattoos all over. No pierced ears yet, maybe in the future. But it gives the same vibe. Can you imagine everyone's reaction to if your 1-year-old had a goddamn tattoo anywhere? Even if it was just, their birthday or something like that, somewhere, right? Tiny, tiny, tiny. First of all, I'm pretty sure it's going to be destroyed as they grow up. Obviously, the ear thing is a little bit different. It's just the vibe. It's just about what I now assume you are as a parent, the type of parent you are. I just get a feeling. And can you imagine that, though? I know they're not the same thing. It's a false equivalency, but they would make me feel the same way. It's just odd. It's a little gross. I don't know. I tend to try and mind my own business in the real world. Obviously, here on EmKay, I don't mind my own business because that's not what my job is. I'm supposed to be a big, whiny, complainy pants who makes jokes, even though I don't make as many jokes anymore. I've definitely run out of jokes. Nowadays, I just kind of get upset, right? Guys, my local bakery stopped making that one pastry I like. Well, it's a bakery. Can you not spend a little extra to just have them make it anyway? Yeah, I have wondered about that. I've been wanting to find a bakery in the Colorado Springs area where I live to make Carillion pies. Is that what they're called? Because, I'm sorry, it's a very, very basic, bland thing, but with egg butter, oh, it's the greatest thing to eat in the morning. I'm sorry, the Finns have it correctly. And I cannot go on without it. Could I go to a bakery and say, could I just have you guys make like 50 of these a month for me or something? Or can we set up like a weekly thing? What do we got to do? I know that's going to be way more expensive, but come on, man. It's all for the love of the game. Think twice before shaving. Yeah, there ain't no way my homie is a thumb. Also, it's quite clear that there is a filter on the first image, and the second image has got to be the real one, right? Because why would you shave, but then half shave your mustache so that it looks all crazy and sparse? See, something's not quite lining up here in my mind, guys, and I'm a smart cookie. You already knew that. I'm so perceptive and cool. Real world events unfolding exactly like Black Ops 2's timeline? What? Me frantically trying to remember if we stopped Menendez or not? I have no idea. I never played Black Ops 2. Black Ops 1 is always going to be the Black Ops. I'm sorry. The definitive Call of Duty experience for me was Black Ops 1. Look, I love World at War. I love 4. I love that for sure, but it's always Black Ops 1, dog. That's it. I'm out. I don't care about Black Ops 2. I just don't. I'll see you later. When the writers need a quick way to show the audience how a character is super smart, well, I guess to be fair, it's still an incredibly effective way of doing it. Although, obviously, it's not just gonna work in any situation. Like, the characters can't suddenly apparate a goddamn chessboard in the middle of whatever it is that they're doing and play. But if it fits, it's still one of the best ways to do that, because chess is not difficult. I'd say it's incredibly easy to learn, incredibly hard to master, right? That's why most of us aren't there in competition, right? Look at what happened to the greatest chess player of all time. Where is that motherfucker? What happened? Too smart for this world, I should say. I'm thinking of the right guy, right? Maybe I am, maybe I amn't, I don't know. But come on, dude, chess is still an effective way of doing it. It's either that, or they spit out nonsensical computer or IT jargon that doesn't make sense and makes the other characters go, oh, English, please, nerd. Night cold versus morning cold. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because we've been stationary for hours and hours and hours at that point. But yeah, there's something really cozy about being ice cold when you get into bed and you warm up, and then when you wake up in the morning, I think it's just the inactivity. Your body heat's probably a lot lower when you've been laying... What's the term for it? I don't know. When you've been laying down for 8 to 10 hours, or however long it is you sleep, I know it's probably not that long, your nuclear reactor inside of your noggin there just... it's not putting out as much energy, so you're probably significantly chillier in general. I wonder how far body temperature does naturally drop. What's a temperature that if you measured would be really concerning? Like if I woke up in the morning and did a thermometer up my ass, what's a concerning number to get back from that? Like if it was like, I'm 62 degrees, I'm probably already growing icicles under my nose and stuff and dead by that point. But what is a realistic number that you don't want to see when you check your temperature? I know about the high end. Anything over 100, you need to chill out. And if it's at 104, you need to go to the goddamn hospital. But like, what about the low ones? When you get a taste of a little luxury and you start to understand corruption, yeah, we can understand when we get a little taste of something that's, again, a luxury that shouldn't be enjoyed all the fucking time. It's like the one time I flew business class, which, if you don't know, I guess business class is usually the class above first class. We often think of first class as being the best, but, you know, over the years, airline companies and others have invented ways to make first class not enough. right? So the one time I flew business class, it cost a huge chunk of money, but it was worth it. I flew all 10 hours in comfort. I got to lie down and, just have a really nice private space to myself going to Finland, and similar on the way home when I stopped through London. And there was a part of me that was like, oh, dude, I'm ruined. I can't do anything but fly business class. But of course, that's the stupidest thing you could say, because no, that's not true. I'm a big boy. I could sit in a shitty chair for 10 hours if I decided to fly to, say, Japan or something like that. The traveling part is not what you're actually there for. It's the chore you gotta get through before you land in a place you've always wanted to be. That's the most important part. All you gotta do is bring a book and do nothing but read that sucker, or you can do what I do and look at the flight tracker every 8 seconds until you land because you're just that bored. Or you could be like that one character in Seinfeld, right? Patrick Warburton's character, can't remember his name, but you could be just like that guy and just raw dog that shit. You just stare. You just stare. That is all you do, motherfucker. Me lying in bed, slightly flex his calf muscle for no reason. Calf muscle cramp kicks in. Ain't that a bitch? Yes. Although for me, it's not calf muscle. I don't know if this happens to a lot of other people, but I get foot cramps, right? So if I stretch a little wrong or a little too much while I'm lying in bed, I'll just get a foot cramp. And that gets me so good. I hate it because the only way for me to stop it is to put pressure on it by standing up. So I just have to get out of bed and stand there until it goes away. And I hate it. I mean, why would I like it? Obviously, I wouldn't. It's just, dang it, what the hell is going on? I got plenty of potassium in me. I do well with my supplements and nutrients, okay? I'm responsible for the most part when it comes to making sure I've got what I need to be alive in my body. Why do AI company logos look like buttholes? I'm sorry, no, I'm not gonna sit here and defend any sort of AI crap. I'm not. I know that DeepSeek is different. I know that these are not the same as the bad ones, but no, I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it at all. I feel like all of these things are actively teaching people to stop thinking and to not actually try to learn anything. That is why humans have survived for so long, is because we have the ability to learn, not ask DeepSeek how to set a timer because you don't know how to do something. And I know that's a bad example, but it really does get that sad sometimes. It really, really does genuinely get down to the point where all you can say is, how the do you not know that? And you know what? Instead of shaming you, I'll just tell you, but you need to learn it. You can't have these things do frickin' everything for you. Like someone that asks, hey Grok, is this true? On a post of the earth is round. Like, dude, come on. You know what you're doing. How I imagined 2025 as a kid, how it turned out. The earth is round. Source? What did I just say? What did I literally just say? Obviously, I can't blame this mindset on AI models because that wouldn't make any sense. It's just been reinforced in a lot of ways because people will exclusively ask ChatGPT for stuff for some goddamn reason. It's like it's replaced Google for some people. Google sucks, but at least with that one, you could get real answers that weren't completely fucking made up, right? I mean, completely made up. But it sucks that this is sort of the outlook we have now. We all had really kick-ass science fiction views of the world in 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, whatever. And now people are denying that vaccines work or that the Earth is a rock in space. Fundamentally accepted things about our reality that were proven are now being touted as lies because someone on Twitter didn't want to feel embarrassed because they didn't know something, right? Just, god damn it. Oh, dude. I'm the dumbest man alive. I worship celebrities. You're clearly dumber. This has to be about some specific wave of people defending a giant rich celebrity, right? A specific incident occurred recently. Were a bunch of people coming to the defense of J.K. Rowling again or something? That crazy weirdo? Because this has to be, whenever you see this come up, something has happened, right? There are a few memes that come back whenever an event has occurred, and I wonder who. I'm not as plugged in as I once was, thank God. But I'm just curious. And I don't like that I'm curious because I shouldn't care. Studying for the finals, doing the Duolingo streak so the green bird won't eat me. Have you learned anything? I've been seeing some videos recently from creators I've watched in the past where they're doing the, I took an entire course on Duolingo from beginning to end. Can I speak the language? I'm gonna have to watch a few of them. I keep seeing them going, no, you've got stuff to be doing, but man, curiosity is gonna get this bird, I guess, very soon because I wanna know. Is it effective? Like, literally at all? I mean, I took a couple languages in high school and remember nothing, so I know those weren't effective for me. I guess everybody learns in a different way. If Duolingo worked for you, why don't you throw a comment down below for us? I think that would be killer. When bro gets into a car crash and is dying in the hospital, I couldn't let him die a virgin. Well, all right then. That's, I don't think that's your responsibility. I'm just gonna put that out there. Not really your problem. You know, if you guys have that kind of relationship, sure. But like, I don't know, man. I don't think you should put that, it's not a responsibility, by the way, but I don't think you should put that on yourself, you know? I'm pretty sure bro is trying to focus on not dying. I think that's the first thing. Personally, that's what I would be thinking first, okay? That's the first thing I'm thinking about after a car crash is not being dead. Oh, I hate the internet so much. It sucks here, guys. I don't like it. Car engineers making sure that during an accident, their cars fully protect a drunk teenager, but not an innocent family of 4. Well, let's think about that for just 1 second. So in a head-on collision, of course, both cars are going to be at their maximum defense potential, right? Of course, cars are tested being hit from all angles, but it seems like no matter what, if a drunk driver is barreling at 70 miles an hour or worse and T-bones your car, no matter what, it seems like you're probably going to die or be severely injured. But it seems like the brunt of the safety procedures, or the majority of the, let's call it the life-saving area, is the front of the car. The crumple zones, how everything works from the front, it seems to be a lot better. So that's usually what happens is the family of 4 is driving along at 2 miles an hour and gets struck right in the center point of the car on its side by somebody going at a deadly speed. It just, Side airbags weren't a thing for a long time either. 12-year-old me making fun of my parents for going to bed early. Now me going to bed at 9 p.m. My God, I get it. I don't get it. But then again, I'm in a different situation than you are. You know, I bet if I were back at like my 5 a.m. to whatever the hell clock out time, I would absolutely get it. But I do remember the last time I was working full time, I still didn't get it because I need my goddamn free time. And if I am tired, I will be tired so that I get to have a little bit of the human experience that having a full-time job doesn't really fucking let you have. So I was always staying up way later than I should have. It probably would have killed me early, but I would have lived more. When you've complained to 10,000 managers and unlocked the golden hair, what year is it? Are we still doing the generic Karen thing? Like, no, seriously, I make the Karen joke plenty on here. I do. But are we still doing the image of this woman from 10 years? Guys, it's been like 10 years. It's been like 10 years. The Karen epidemic still exists, but we're not doing the Karen thing anymore, right? Google is better than Reddit to search for something on Reddit. That is true. I don't know how Reddit has been around as long as it has and been as dog shit as it is with its own internal goddamn functions. Searching on Reddit is a waste of your time. Fundamentally, a waste of your time. Now, sure, Google is a little older and the way it's built is to search. And Reddit's not exactly built around the idea of searching for stuff. Sure, it's just a giant forum website. But dude, what the hell? It's 2025 Reddit. I present The Last of Us Complete! Sony, this is the 4th time you've released The Last of Us, and the 3rd time you've released The Last of Us 2. Oh man, and why are they calling it complete? Did they for sure say that we are never getting a The Last of Us Part 3? Do we know for sure that's never gonna happen? Because kind of seems like we're still gonna get it, and buying an expensive bundle of 2 games called Complete when we know there's a 3rd one on the way seems really stupid. Me trying to find the Reddit app on my phone Reddit with its new logo. That logo is so goddamn stupid. But also, the Reddit app is a terrible, horrible piece of garbage, and I really wish I could get Boost back. But yeah, we all know what happened there. Me looking into my friend's direction after he told me, look at this, and we're gonna keep falling for it until the end of time. There's nothing new there. We will fall for this forever. And we still don't even know why. Like, what? I mean, obviously grabbing someone's attention is easy, but like, what about this is an own? I never got it, but we have all collectively agreed that we gotcha. We gotcha good. Also, I cannot believe people co-opted the old EmKay logo for this. That's so weird, guys. 13 years old me. Don't tell me what to do. Me now. Could someone tell me exactly in chronological order and with great detail what I have to do? Look, thinking takes so much energy. It really does. There's a reason our bodies require so much goddamn fuel. All right, one way or another. These brains up here, while they're quite power efficient when you think about it, probably the most power efficient goddamn things that we know of, it's still a lot of power, man, for this little, like, jug of jello up here. I gotta feed it all the time. It takes so much energy for me to think with it, man. Why can't I just not think? Why can't I just drool while watching a TV show all day? When I accidentally take melanin instead of melatonin, but were you able to sleep though? Cast actors who actually look like the original character, or draw the whole deck. Modern Hollywood. Well, yeah, I've complained about this plenty of times. I'm a Resident Evil fan, and it seems like every single time they do a Resident Evil movie, they cast actors that look nothing like the ones I'm used to. However, maybe it's because that person gave such a good audition or performance that they're like, who gives a shit? Who cares? The guy that played Leon in Welcome to Raccoon City, while a dog shit movie, he was great. I liked his whole thing. He was a good Leon. I'll say it, okay? Bad movie, pretty good Leon. When you gave them free will and they used it to make NFTs, well, it took a long time to get there. Let's be honest about that. Women, I know you want something from me, right? Men, I'm just being nice. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Oh, don't even for a minute, pal. You know, the fucking second a guy says, I'm just being nice, is the moment that mask is about to fall off their face. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna generalize it. If you are genuinely just trying to be nice, good. That's a good thing. But that's the bare fucking minimum, by the way. The bar is in the dirt. Being nice is not supposed to be, you know, as he's pointing out here, I thought that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you're supposed to be nice to everyone. Okay, you are. However, it seems like whenever someone does say, look, I'm just a nice guy, or I'm being nice, they're about to not be fucking nice. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that women's viewpoints on men are incorrect or ever have been. Because women are right. They're very right. Okay? Men are fucking crazy. All right? Sure, not me, not you, but men are, scary. They're scary, okay? You don't know what it's like to be a woman, neither do I. I believe them, okay? And no, women don't literally hate every single man on the planet and want them to disappear, and obviously not. But I'm not going to sit here and say anything that discounts their experiences that I'll never understand. I just know that their experiences are real, all right? Fellas, we don't worry nearly as much about walking home by ourselves, at night or in broad daylight. Think about that one for a minute. When you feel a pain in right of your chest, when you feel a pain in the left of your chest, when you feel a pain in the center of your chest, dude, they seem to happen everywhere. Sometimes at the same time, sometimes they'll migrate. Most of the time, it's just dotting around. This was the peak of US-China relations. Oh man, I haven't seen those in a while. Got any fatherly advice for me? If you find a website where you can watch pirated movies, don't share it on TikTok or YouTube. Many sites have been taken down because of that. I know in the past, there was a website that I used to use that I will not mention, like by name, but I remember on that website, they said, if we catch you talking about it, we'll ban your account. Like, dude, love it. That was such a good way to deter people from trying to ruin it for all of us, right? I don't know where they are now, but if you are out there, I hope more people start to do what you did. The movie theater employee watching me buy 5 buckets of popcorn and 1 ticket to the Minecraft movie. I'm sorry, if you're one of the people that threw popcorn around the room during that, you're a goddamn asshole, because I know you didn't clean it up. When you try to find a solution to your problem online, but it turns out you're the only one who has it, dude, that's me for everything. I'll even mention it to my IT friends, like, oh, have you ever seen this before? No. What the hell is wrong with you? How do you have all these problems? Real professional. Oh, dude, if that's real, that fucking rules. My fingers are long and beautiful, as it has been well documented. Are various other parts of my body? Smoking kills. If you're killed, you've lost a very important part of your life. What is my talent? Well, a bear can juggle and stand on a ball, and he's talented, but he's not famous. Ah, Kim, that's pretty good. I am God's vessel. My greatest pain in life is that I'll never be able to see myself perform live. Okay, buddy. I actually don't like thinking. I think people think I like to think a lot, and I don't. I don't like to think at all. I think that gay marriage is something that should be between the man and the woman. When did he say that? How long ago was that? Would he say the same thing now, or was this like last week? Because Arnold, if you did say this recently, man, that's really disappointing, because you've been a pretty cool goddamn guy in a lot of ways up to this point. In a lot of ways, sure, he's done a lot of shitty stuff. All of us have, all right? It's just when you're rich and famous, it seems way more dramatic than it is. I know Arnold's done crappy stuff. He cheated on his wife and had a child with his maid or whatever the hell. Not a perfect guy by any means, but he has fought a good fight on more than one occasion for people, all right? But if that's what he actually still believes, yikes. That's a bad one. Just, man, sure does fucking suck. You've got all the money in the goddamn world, and you choose to belittle the people that are most at risk. Same. And my given votes are gonna go once I leave. Oh, right. Thanks, Reddit. Guys, I forgot how Darude Sandstorm goes. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you're lying to me, actually. These edibles are weak as hell. 2 hours later, woman accidentally joins search party looking for herself. I may seem a bit shy, but once you get to know me, I'm actually crazy. Yes, that's just how it works. We're all a little shy when we meet brand new people, especially if it's like a one-on-one situation, you know? We're nervous. That's normal. But when we become buddies, then we show our personalities. That's it. Anderson means son of Anders. Svensson means son of Sven. Erickson means son of Eric. No! How do I get a girl/boyfriend? Couples? Single people? Shit, I don't know, dude. When you smell that smells like a smell you smelled during childhood. What a sentence. I hate you. When you sneeze and that weird smell kicks in, you can smell again. It's time to start cleaning up. Hating on AI slop. Hating on my son. Oh, man. Me listening to ads on Spotify after paying for ad-free Spotify. What? That is, huh? AAA game companies versus Steam. Please buy our $500 console and also a subscription so you can play online. You want to buy this game from your childhood? How's $5 sound, boss? That's not Steam or Valve's doing, by the way. Valve/Steam does not go out and make sure that your childhood favorites are on their platform. That's not how that works. And, okay. Well, consoles have always been expensive. You've always bought them. We've always been buying consoles. Sure, the value is almost gone now when you look at what's been offered for the price over the years. But look, I love Steam. I love Valve. But let's not start, like, conflating what it is they actually do, or what they've contributed, or that their business model is literally the best, considering Valve, sure, while a private company, doesn't pull in Sony or Microsoft numbers and never will, right? I don't think they're ever going to get to that point. But, I love them. Let's just not make things more than what they fucking are, please. Ah, The First of Us. Man, do you think there could be a sequel to The First of Us? Like, let's say part 2, where they do something that just really pisses everyone off? Do you think that'd be possible? What would that event be? That Grungo, like, makes the wheel, and then next game Grungo gets killed, like, 4 minutes in, and Binkles pretends he invented the wheel? Like, what are we thinking about here? When your target customers think a quarter is bigger than a third? Ah, yes, the old A&W v McDonald's thing. Yeah, that was a good one. Jesus, dude. My 6-year-old son is in a wheelchair, so I made him a tank for Halloween this year. What branch? Special Forces? That's the type of joke the kid would make. Put it down gently so as not to break the TV. Put it down gently so as not to break the table, or your back. Gas and diesel is fossil fuel made from dead animals. Therefore, vegans cannot drive. I mean, I guess those animals have been dead for hundreds of millions of years, so it's a little bit different than the cow that was killed like a week ago or something. Me, when I tell a teacher I don't know the answer and they respond with, "Yes, you do." Oh, shit, I do.